Greetings everyone. In this video we'll be looking at NCEA Level 1 Mathematics Common Assessment Task, Algebra. There are different types of factorization, and in this video I will be looking at difference of two squares. I've already done common factor method in my previous video. If you haven't already, please do check that one out. The second method, difference of two squares, what this means is in general you'll be given a squared minus b squared, and that can be written as a plus b into a minus b. Just need to know that when we are factorizing, we are writing the result as a product of two factors. So a plus b and a minus b is the two factors for a squared minus b squared. Now quickly we can check, if I expand this and simplify, I will be able to get a squared minus b squared. So if it's a binomial expression with a minus in between, then highly likely you're given difference of two squares, and what you need to do is just see if you can rewrite the variables and numbers in a square form, and then you can use a plus b into a minus b to factor those out. If the question says factorize x squared minus 16, I can see that this is a binomial expression with a minus in between, and one of the terms here is x squared. So what I need to quickly see is if it's possible to write 16 in a square form, and yes it is. So we can rewrite the expression as x squared take away 4 squared. Now once I've done that, now this is in the form a squared minus b squared. So here I know that it's a squared minus b squared, so x is now your a value and 4 is your b value, and then it's pretty straightforward. After that, what you do is just put the value for a and b in the factored form. So the final answer is x plus 4 into x minus 4. So it's pretty basic, as you can see. But what you need to know is square roots of some numbers that will be easy to get the factors there. For example, square root of 16 is 4 plus 4 and minus 4, and that way I can easily get to the factors. So second example, it says factorize 4x squared minus 9. So again I can see I'm given a binomial expression, and in this case with a minus, and the first term is already 4x squared, and I can easily write 9 as 3 squared. So we can quickly do that, but keeping in mind 4x squared is same as 2x multiplied by itself, so it's 2x whole thing squared. This is where students go wrong, so please take extra care. So now this first term here, 2x is your a value and 3 is your b value, and then we just substitute in the general form a plus b into a minus b, and we get the final answer 2x plus 3 into 2x minus 3. What I would suggest is you take square root. So if I've got square root of 4, I will get 2. So that's how I'm getting 2x whole thing squared, and square root of 9 is 3, and then you just put them a plus b into a minus b. So next question says factorize 25 minus y squared. So in this case it's a binomial. Binomial means two terms are there, and if there is a minus, and then you should pause and think, can you use a difference of two squares? Of course yes, because 25 can be written as 5 squared, and we already have y squared. So this is difference of two squares. Now 5 is your a value and y is your b value. Then you just substitute that in the general form a plus b into a minus b, and your final answer is 5 plus y, 5 minus y. Make a note that the order in which the question appeared, we had a number 25 here, so I need to write the numbers first in the brackets here, so that if I'm expanding that, I will get the original question back. Fourth example, factorize 3 minus 12x squared. Now if you've watched my previous video, we need to always start off with the highest common factor first. and see if there is any common factors. You take those out before you proceed to the next method. So what I'm looking for is the common factor. So highest common factor between 3 and 12 is 3, as you can see. So using the first method, I need to take that common factor out and leave the rest inside the bracket. So 3 into 1, because 3 times 1 will give me 3. And then to get negative 12x squared, I'll go 3 times negative 4, which will give me negative 12, and then x squared. So I've got a binomial expression inside the bracket, and this can be further factorized, because I can write 1 in a square form, which will read 1 squared minus 4x squared is same as 2x whole thing squared. So this is the difference of two squares now. So the first one is a, and 2x is your b value. Remember, 3 is part of the solution in this case, so it will stay there. And then your final answer is 3 into 1 plus 2x, 1 plus 2x, a plus b, and then 1 minus 2x, a minus b. Hope this makes sense. I would suggest if you could pause the video and try and do these yourself, and then see if your answer matches with this. So always take a note, you must look for a common factor before you proceed to other methods that are out there. So in this case, 25 and y, there was nothing common, so I didn't mention that, but in this case 3 can go into 12 4 times, so make sure you factor out 3, and then you see if you can use another method. So in this case, it's a combination of 2 methods. So example number 5, it says factorize 9r squared minus 16s squared. Now in this case, I would suggest if you can pause the video and try this yourself and see if your answer matches with the one in this video. So again, I'm given a binomial expression, and I'm looking for common factors. So there's no common factor in 9 and 16, so I will move on to a difference of 2 squares, so minus, and then this is squared. So I have to think how I can write 9r squared in a square form and 16s squared in square form. You would have guessed it, it's 3r whole thing squared, because 3r times 3r is 9r squared, and 4s whole thing squared means 4 times 4 is 16, and s times s will be s squared, and that gives us the value for a. So 3r is a, and 4s is b. Now putting this in the general form, a plus b into a minus b. So the final answer is 3r plus 4s into 3r take away 4s. Moving on, example 6. Factorize 4 over x squared minus 1 over 81. Now I would suggest if you can pause the video and try this yourself. In this case, we're given fractions, still same process. You need not to worry about fractions there, treat them the way they are appearing. What you need to do is write each of these in a square form. So 4 over x squared can be written as 2 over x whole thing squared, because square root of 4 is 2. And then square root of x squared is x, so 2 over x whole thing squared, and 81, 1 over 81 is 1 over 9 whole thing squared. Now once I've done that, then I know that the first one here, 2 over x, is a value, and the second one there inside the bracket is the b value. Now putting these information together, a plus b into a minus b in the general form gives you 2 over x plus 1 over 9, and 2 over x take away 1 over 9. Hope you guys found this video useful. Also, just pause the video and try these yourself, and just stick to the method. If you find any common factor, make sure you take those out, and if you see a binomial expression given with a minus, highly likely the question is hinting you towards a difference of 2 squares. That's how you identify that, and then try and rewrite in a squared minus b squared form, and then select your a value and then b value, and then put them in the general form, a plus b into a minus b, to get the overall result. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video.